let's say you have this question to answer. How do you solve this question? 5 plus 1 times 7. Now here we're going to get two people, person 1 and person 2. Now for this question, person 1 is going to do 5 plus 1, which is 6, times 7, which is 42. The second person prefers to start with the multiplication. So 1 times 7, which is 7, plus 5 equals 12. Now here we have the same question, but two different answers. And most of it, everything is correct, except for the order of operation. Now, if we kept getting different answers for the same question, we can't really do math that way. So this is when we're going to talk about the order of operations. So which operation you should start with first. Think of operations as these guests that come to your party. Let's say they all come at once. Who do you let in first? Do you let in the multiplication? Would you let in the addition first? Or would you let in the division? And this is when we're going to talk about the BODMAS rule. It's BODMAS or BIDMAS or however you like to call your brackets or parentheses, etc. or BIDMAS or PEDMAS using the P. So all of these are variations of the same rule, how to order your operations. So the PODMAS is a set of rules that dictates which operation comes first in a mathematical expression. So when we have an expression that has many operations, which operation are we going to start with first to avoid the problem that we just saw earlier? Now this PODMAS is just an acronym, or the PEDMAS as commonly remembered. It's just an acronym, so each letter stands for an operation. So the only difference that we have here is that here the P stands for parentheses and here for exponent. So B stands for brackets. So in a mathematical expression, the first thing that we start with are brackets or parentheses. So the numbers that are protected by brackets. Think of these brackets as shields that are protecting the numbers and that provide early access. If, for example, it's a party or it's a war or whatever you want to think of it. So when you have brackets, you start with brackets first. And then we have order. Order or exponent or whatever you want to call it. It's basically an exponent. So here, for example, you have A powered by B. Think of it again as also this character. So we have A, the base number, and then we have the exponent or the power, which is B. For example, 3 to the 5th power. Okay, so this is for the order. And then after the order, here there is some variations. So for the division and multiplication, you do not have to necessarily start with division. You just start with whatever you find first, going from left to right. So then we have division. After that, we have multiplication, and then finally addition and subtraction. So this is the order of the operations that you should go by. If you find an expression, and we're going to practice, we're going to start with the brackets, and then if we have an order, we're going to start with the order or the exponent, division, multiplication, addition, and then subtraction. So now let's practice. Let's say we have this expression right here. So 7 times 3 minus 2 times 4 plus 1. What does this expression equal? Now let's try to do our rule. First of all, we have brackets. We don't have any brackets here, so we can skip. Order or exponent, we don't have any exponent. And then we have division and multiplication. So here, in this case, for example, we have two multiplications. So which multiplication that we should start with first? Do not forget that the direction that you solve your expression with is always from left to right. So we're going to start with whatever comes first, going from left to right. So we will have to start with 7 times 3, which is 21, minus 2 times 4 plus 1. Now, in this case, we have subtraction, multiplication, and addition. Now, the priority goes to which operation? It goes to the multiplication, which is before addition and subtraction. So here, we're going to do 2 times 4, which is 8. And then we have 21 minus 8 plus 1. Again, in this expression, we have subtraction and addition, which I usually call best friends. In this case, for a subtraction and addition, you start with whatever comes first. 21 minus 8 is 13, plus 1 and this expression equals 14. This is the first practice, which is a little bit easy, and then we're going to upgrade. And then we have the second one, which is 7 plus 4 times 5 minus 3, and then we have minus 2 times 3. So let's try to do this one. First of all, do we have brackets? Yes, we have brackets. Now within the brackets, as you can see here, we have 4 times 5 minus 2. So what do we start with in this little tiny operation inside the brackets? We start with multiplication. 4 times 5, which is 20, and then 20 minus 3, which is 17. So we go back and we're going to write 17 right here. And then we have 17 plus 7 minus 2 times 3. What do we do again? No brackets, no order, no division. Multiplication first. So 2 times 3, which is 6. And then we write the rest, 7 plus 17 minus 6. And then we have addition, subtraction. Do not forget, we start from the left, going to the right. So we do 7 plus 17 minus 6, which is 24 minus 6, and then we have 18. And this is the result of this expression. Let's try to upgrade one more time. And then our last one, which is a little bit complicated, we have this is a bracket. This is just a type of bracket. We have 7 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 to the power of, let's say, 3 or 4 cubed. And then we close our brackets and then multiply it by 5. Now, what do we start with first? We start with the brackets. Inside this element, we have a lot of operations here. So we're going to start again and do our rule. What do we start with first? We have brackets and then we have the power or the exponent. What do we start with first? We have the brackets. So we start with 2 plus 3, which gives us 5. And then we have 7 plus 5 plus 4 to the power of 3. And then times 5 again. Again, inside the brackets, what do we have? We have addition and then we have the exponent. Again, we do the exponent. 5 to the power of 3 is 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4, which is 64. So we have 7 plus 5 plus 64. And then we close the brackets, and all of this is multiplied by 5. Before that, we still have the brackets. We're gonna solve the brackets. We have 76 times 5, and it equals 380. And this is how you use the BODMAS rule to solve operations. I hope the video was helpful. Thank you for watching.